But when we talked about it, just to reiterate what make it happen really means, what's it? Well, we want to make sure these meetings are a platform, for it, for people that are making it happen. And as a broker, there's two parts, right? Prospecting and selling. And we spent time last month going over that. New month, it's really, let's focus on doing the right activities that give us the right results, posting ads, generating leads, presenting, meaning talking to prospects, sending out proposals, and ultimately closing deals, right? That's the business we're in. I tell people, what do you do? Well, I'm a business consultant, I'm a business broker, I put people in business. And when I find somebody that's interested in becoming a broker, I tell them it's not a glorious gig, but the money can be glorious. It's doing what we do day in and day out. Yeah, isn't the most exciting. We face rejection. That's part of being a broker. It's not everybody is going to be going our way, and that's okay. You got to realize the numbers, and you have to push through that. And I think anybody who's been around the sales arena for any length of time understand they develop calluses. They have a hard shell, and that's important because a lot of times you can't take it personally. When somebody rejects you, it's not a personal rejection of you as a person, but it's just usually the prospect is the one that's having an issue. So you can't let that interfere or upset your day. So yes, is it easy sometimes to get on that negative bandwagon? Sure. When things aren't happening as quick as we'd like it to, when somebody that literally says they're doing it and then they back out, I mean, that's frustration. Time is valuable, but having that resiliency, and we're going to spend a little time on really things that we can focus on. We're going to do a deep dive into mindset and how to really work this program. Our portfolio, I truly believe is strong and getting stronger. Final Mile Technology, Cozy Ven, nice update meeting tonight. Hopefully brokers can make that. Kathy Ireland Kids getting momentum, people interested, people know the name. I say it's the first business that we've had that we have international recognition. People do know the name, and that in and of itself, people want to get involved. Cozy Furniture, Perfect Dreamer. I look at the leads for April, and there is interest in the furniture business now, now more than ever. And the leads reflect that. People interested in cozy home, cozy furniture, Perfect Dreamer, Sleep Shop. That's just an indication the furniture business alive and well. Larry and Jason went to High Point, North Carolina, and the results of that trip, and Larry will come on here in just a little bit and talk about a little sneak preview on what's going to be talked about on tonight's master license update call for Cozy Ven, because there's a number of things that needed to fall into place. And that's usually the case with most companies. And the good news is Cozy Ven, things are really becoming crystal clear. And some of what's happening there behind the scenes is very, very significant to being able to sell licenses for Cozy Ven. Of course, advanced licensing, Main Street Chamber franchise brokers, business brokers. We had a meeting last week for our business broker division with Sperry. Very well attended. People are excited about getting in the business brokerage business. And what we have is, for somebody just starting off in the business, one of the top-notch sales training on being a business broker that's in place. So somebody coming in with no knowledge whatsoever on getting in the business brokerage arena, they can follow some proven steps and training that will take somebody with no experience to really knowing what they're doing. Very strong program for that division. And of course, commercial real estate, for those that have a commercial real estate license, Main Street Chamber, we're spent a lot of time in the website, getting it up to speed. And also, when member comes on the website, we tweak the website, but now we're really focusing on social media, search engine optimization to really build that membership base. Chapter presidents, it's something to get excited about because, you know, you're getting a name, number, and an email. A member can really turn into something. You know, we're giving them something of value. And in turn, what does that mean? Well, it means you have a business owner there that you could take them down the road. You have a good service or product. A lot of great things coming from Main Street Chamber of Commerce. And of course, we met with the owners of Greenbin last Friday. We're going to be marketing this probably in about 3 weeks. We're going to be ready to sell licenses within the next 30 days because they have everything. It's already an operational company in Tempe, Arizona, and we're duplicating that. So we're putting the marketing material, the emails, and I can tell you that this program it resonates with a lot of people. People love this. This is a simple business and can be a very lucrative business, right? It's important. That's people looking for. And of course, our mainstay, Aloha Laundry Life, a lot of momentum there because of what's happening in the operational side of things. So you got to realize early on in that company, when there was no operations, certainly there's challenges selling licenses for something that might happen down the road. Now, right before our eyes, this company is ramping up operations, and lo and behold, it's going to reflect and be very positive for selling licensed territories. We can start getting, good value, a good price for these territories. So very important. I think Sharon was on a call that I did with Daniel, with the prospect, the husband and wife. We did a Zoom call on Friday. And Sharon, I'm happy to say that Dennis sent me an email and he said, send me the contract. The funding's on its way. We'll get everything going. So you actually heard that step in the process. And today we're going to DocuSign to get everything signed. So, the sales process works. No shortcuts, but we have the goods. And I think that's very important. And I've talked about getting the most out of these, Motivation Monday meetings. Yeah. Do we want you to get excited about the business, about the opportunity to be a broker? Sure. But we're going to really take this platform and do a deep dive into the sales process. We want to profile companies. It won't be every week, but probably every other week. And then, give you some working knowledge, sales training, that we're in the sales business. I always say that we're always developing our skills. You're always, well, I'm not saying I'm going to make it, I always look to improve my skills by using them, honing them, listening to myself, recording a conversation, picking up what's working, what to say, what not to say. Because lo and behold, there are some things I get caught up in using the same phrase over and over again, which is, if I don't hear it, I won't recognize it. So there's some things that creep into my head and I talk and I hear myself saying it over and over again on a call. I just have to be aware. So self-evaluation and self-awareness is part of the sales training, but also next level performance is important. But let me quick, I want to talk about making it happen. Gary Baldessari, you obviously have some momentum. Tell me about your it over the last week, what you've done to advance your business, if you would, please.
Hi, thank you. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate everybody on the call today. Just, digging deep and working old leads and following up several times to shake people off the branch, because they don't always, do anything on the first or second time they look at something. I just invited everybody that I've been talking to tonight's call for Cozy Vend. And maybe a deal or two shake out of it. We do have specs in the mix. Someone looking at Cozy Vend for Texas or even Georgia. Have a possible upgrade with another state master license, Cozy Vend, to become state for Kathy Ireland Kids. Larry and I are working on that as well. And I have another person looking at Perfect Dreamer for investing as a partner from an ad, Craigslist ad. I ran from that. The other gentleman also was from a Craigslist, an older Craigslist ad. So a couple of things in the works, and another gentleman who's a Final Mile Technology client. Him and his partner are looking at Cozy Vend and Kathy Ireland Kids for possible regional license. So, just trying to put as much stuff out there as possible. It's all about numbers. It's a numbers game, and just trying to stay focused and stay positive. And hopefully something will come out of it this month. It didn't happen in April. Maybe it'll happen in May.
Yeah, and that's what we really have to do is keep pushing through. And thanks, Gary, for that update. And I do monitor what brokers are doing or not doing. So certainly that was a loaded question, because I know and I see Gary's activity making it happen on a consistent basis. Whether you see deals come through, sometimes it's frustrating. You keep doing and keep hitting it hard, and then all of a sudden, things pop. And that's what I see happening here, is that, yes, you got to go through those valleys to get to the peak. And I see that things are really shaking loose. We got a text yesterday, a gentleman who's purchasing a master license for Final Mile Technology. We have a existing, like Gary was saying, a Final Mile Technology territory owner. So looking at another company, Cozy Vend. So we know cross-pollination is part of the process. And that's why we will, when we roll out Greenbin, expose that to our entire network, because there are people that they're in one business opportunity. They might want to look to do something else and diversify. And